Yo guys, it is your boy Niran here, and we are back once again. Another video this week. I know you're sick of me, you're sick of seeing this face. I apologize. We're back once again though, and you know what's dominated the news rounds this week is the old Super League chestnut. Understandably, there's been quite a lot of drama revolving around this story. What some people may have missed, although it has been brought to attention a little bit more recently, is that the Champions League is going to be undergoing change as well. Whilst we were all getting annoyed at those 12 teams breaking away and trying to create a Super League, UEFA just kind of gently tickled something in. That sounds crazy. Pause, that can't. Whilst the 12 protagonists were trying to break their way into the footballing building through the front door, the police arrived on the scene, came and arrested them all, took them back to where they were meant to be. UEFA were just trying to get in through the fire exit down the side. Fire exits don't have doors from the outside, traditionally. Okay, so they were inside the building already. They're using the fire exit to get out. You know what I'm trying to say? They've sneakily tried to slide something under our noses without us realizing, whilst we're all concerned about the Super League. Thankfully, that idea and concept is now 6 feet under, so we can focus on turning our attentions to this one, because the changes for the Champions League in 2024 aren't really going to benefit the little guy either. If you don't know the changes already or don't understand them because they were worded horrendously on the Champions League website, then I'm going to take you through those and then I'll give you my opinions, and I want to hear what you guys have to say as well down in the comments section. We've got the website up, and this is the official statement on the changes for the Champions League. Now, it's worth bearing in mind these aren't going to come into action like this season. Well, obviously they wouldn't. We're already very far in. So it's still a few years in the future, but we've got here some spiel about European football being really successful. Stop blowing smoke up your own arse. You're corrupt as well. Now, to ensure the new format will deliver the best for the clubs, players, and fans, UEFA based its design on extensive consultations. I don't care about these consultations. Get me on to the main part. This evolved format will still keep alive the dream of any team in Europe to participate in the UEFA Champions League, thanks to results obtained on the pitch, and it will enable long-term viability, prosperity, and growth for everyone in European football, not just a tiny self-selected cartel. Sounds like beef at the 12 Super League teams to me, but someone's still hurting a little bit from that. Don't worry about it, Alexander. So the changes that are basically going to be made, I mean, the first one you'll notice and see is that it's not a 32 team group stage anymore. They're going to be adding 4 more teams. That means there's 36 teams making it into the Champions League proper. Now, at the moment, obviously, you've got 8 4-team groups. What you would have now is all 36 teams in one single league, but not every team plays each other, which I find a bit of a weird one. I don't know how this is gonna work and how the actual game weeks are gonna look. Half of those games that you play, say if you're Liverpool, for example, Liverpool will play 10 games. Half of those games will be away, half of those games will be at home. You don't play teams twice in the group stages anymore. Or if you're Liverpool, all 10 are away from home these days. I mean, it adds a little bit of randomness to it. I guess you have that in a cup competition where you can sometimes play a random team at home, sometimes play a random team away. They say here that it means that there's a chance for fans to see your club go up against more teams per year, more bigger teams per year, and obviously a chance to get more clubs involved. But at this point, once we've got 36 teams in the competition, you're just inviting everybody to the party. Oh, you finished 4th in the North Macedonian division. Get yourselves involved. The way this then works in terms of qualification to the knockout stages is the top 8 teams in the actual league overall go automatically through into the round of 16. Then positions 9 to 24, which is 16 teams overall, fight in a playoff against each other. And then I assume in a 2-legged affair, let's say Liverpool finished 10th in the division, they'll play maybe the team that finished 20th in the division over 2 legs. And if Liverpool win over 2 legs, they go through. If they lose, the other team goes through into the round of 16. If that makes sense. And then after the round of 16, it's normal. It's just the round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final, and everything up to the final is a 2-legged affair, which makes it sound odd. I don't know why that, but no 4-legged animals or beings are allowed in the knockout stages. But where do these new 4 slots for new teams in the Champions League group stages come from? Now, for slot 1 off the website, one of the additional places will go to the club ranked 3rd in the championship, the association in 5th position in the UEFA National Association ranking. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna be brutal. I've read that at least 6 times. I don't know what that means. There's too many associations. But I actually don't know what that means. The only thing I can think that means is if you finish 3rd in the league that's categorized as the 5th most important at UEFA, you qualify where you wouldn't have qualified before. Regardless, slot 2 then goes through to a domestic champion by extending from 4 to 5. So there's 2 different paths how you qualify for the Champions League. If you don't make it into the actual the actual group stages proper straight away, you either go through the I can't remember what the normal path is, or you go through the Champions path. The normal path is for those that finish like 4th in Serie A, but the Champions path is for the people who won like the Ukrainian League, won the Scottish League. It's slots 3 and 4 that cause the problems though, because these are going to be awarded to the 2 clubs with the highest coefficients that have not qualified automatically for the Champions League group stages. Now at the moment that would mean Tottenham, I believe, and Arsenal qualify for the Champions League whilst having 2 of the worst seasons they've had in recent memory, and that is solely because they've done well in the Champions League or in Europe in recent years. So down to solely history alone and whether a club is rich or traditionally just does well, whether they're having a bad season or not, they will get into the Champions League, which is a massive problem because Arsenal absolutely do not deserve, arguably, to be in Europe next season, let alone in the Champions League. It's a way of shoehorning big teams into the competition even when they do shit. Let's say West Ham, who are having an amazing season under David Moyes. We've seen the breakout of your Cresswells, your Antonios, your flipping Jesse Lingards on loan. They're having an unreal season. Let's say they finish 5th. This extra spot would not go to them, it would go to a club behind them, like a Spurs, like an Arsenal. They would qualify for the Champions League, but West Ham wouldn't. It's taking away that element of merit and actually deserving your spot in the Champions League. Like, I know this is nowhere near the level of the Super League, all right? This is not a situation of 12 teams or however many teams just staying in the elite champions division and never moving from there, never being relegated, never having a threat of the small guy coming and upsetting the odds. But in this situation, you're still getting clubs going through that don't deserve it based off name alone. Also, just on top of that, the structure of this is just dead. Yeah, I really don't see why it even needed changing in the first place. Again, after the group stages, it doesn't really change, but I just, again, don't really like the idea of a coefficient system, because then this is a progression. What UEFA have done, they're kind of just spoon-feeding us what the Super League wanted to do in the first place. Where does it stop? You know, eventually we take away slots for certain teams and then more coefficient spots go in. Because then you've got teams just qualifying for the sake of it based on what they did 4 years ago. And that coefficient will continue to improve and continue to be elite for someone like Spurs or Arsenal. Because they're just getting a free pass into the competition every year. Of course their coefficient's going to be high. UEFA are basically just slapping you in the competition whether you finish 11th in the league or not. So yeah, overall I don't like it, and I think we need to keep the same momentum and same energy that we had for the Super League now against UEFA as well, because we know UEFA and FIFA are corrupt, okay? That was never the problem with the Super League. But yeah, as I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video though, slap a like on it and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is at @theofficialfng on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.